Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 2. Today's goal is going to be getting a little bit more ores, maybe automating the ores just a little bit more so we don't actually have to do as much. So, there was a Project Ozone 2 update, and it seems to have changed something with NEI, so if I accidentally click on something and it accidentally gives me the item, I'll be instantly throwing it away. It's a mistake, I don't really know. For an example, let's look into the options, the inventory. You can see it's clearly on recipe mode, but it still doesn't seem to be wanting to show the recipes. Every time I click, it just gives me items, so I'm not really sure. If I accidentally do that, no items will be spawned in. I'll instantly throw them away, and I will never grab them back because I've already spawned in everything I need. We don't need more. But let's get on to the actual project. So one of the first things we need to do is actually do a little bit of... Oh, hold on, wait, there. So the first thing we need to do is a little bit of mana generation. We need mana to do the next thing that we'd like to do, which is make some earth essence, which will start making us dirt. And that's the first step to the new plan, which is to use the Minicio crop seeds to create dirt, to sift them down into the pebbles, to create cobblestone, to subsequently crush those down into their other forms like gravel, sand, and dust, and then sieve those down into their ores, which would be put into a chest or smelted. I'm not really sure yet, but we're probably going to have it come out of this back wall here, and I'm going to have to run some power over here to power some of the machines that are going to be here, such as the crafter and the 8 automatic sieves that I've made, along with the autonomous activator, which I'm hoping will actually end up harvesting the seeds. I'm not really sure if it will. That's the hope, but I need to wait for a little bit more mana to generate, and then I'll see you back in a second when we can continue. So our earth seeds are done. Now we just need to throw in the wand, and there we go. So now we have our earth seeds, but we're going to have to find a little bit of a different way to actually harvest them. The autonomous activator over here doesn't harvest them, it only breaks them if I want them to. So it's going to have to be a different method other than the autonomous activator, since it doesn't really do what I need it to. So I'm going to take another quick second to find out something that's going to work for us, and then I will be right back with you. So we may not actually have the ability to do the earth seeds. I haven't found anything that will harvest them other than the Ender IO harvester, and with how that's been treating the growing of crops and how it's planting them, how slow it takes, I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be 100% worth it to let it sit around and do what it wants to do. It's going to take a very long time, so we're also going to have to find some faster way to grow crops, and I think I found it. It is this fertilized dirt from random things. Now, I'm only going to make one because we need to see if it can be planted with Minicio. If it is, along with the AgriCraft sprinkler and my watering can, that should be enough to make it grow quite fast. Again, we just need to figure out a way to harvest it. So that's the main problem. We don't have a problem with how it grows fast. We have a problem with how it's growing or with how it's getting harvested. But for right now, we're going to plop down a leadstone energy cell, and then, just to test it out, we're going to end up putting down the automatic sieve and a leadstone flux duct, so the automatic sieve actually gets some power, but we need to configure the side so it actually releases power into it. We're going to place some dirt into it, and it's going to sieve itself down. We'll do some upgrades here in a little bit, but all I need to see first of all is it's making the pebbles, because from there on, we can do a little bit more. Okay, so it's making the pebbles. Now we can grab the crafter and go inside and grab an item duct. Never mind, I'm silly. I had some item stuff on me at the moment. So there we go, transferring the items. So this should let stone into it, right? And then if we grab some of the stone, we need to input the crafting recipe. Oh, hold on, crafting recipe. And then we need to give it some power. So let's go like this. And then use our wrench to get rid of the power there. And so this should be getting power. This might be crafting. Oh, okay, hold on. There. Yeah, I only want the stone. So there goes that. And then the cobblestone, right? So then the cobblestone should get dragged out into a barrel. It doesn't. Oh, hold on. Get out of there. It doesn't connect. Okay. Transfer node. Oh, is it not going to connect to the barrel? Please tell me. Okay, so it just needs to go on top. Never mind. Never mind. So there we go. Now we're finally making some cobblestone. So now with the cobblestone, we can do this one more time where we take it out and then put it into a sieve. So this should come out. Actually, no, let's cobblestone that. So then it should try and take the cobblestone out. It's not trying to take the cobblestone out. Do we need to go on the bottom? That's a possibility. Let's try going on the bottom of the barrel instead. Boop. And then bringing the pipe over like this, up, and now are you getting it? No, why are you not going in? This is going to be a little bit of an issue. Quickly just crafted up an item filter and put the pebble in. Now it should only let the pebbles through. Yes, okay, fantastic. So it's only letting the pebbles through, which is the only things going to the crafter, which means it's the only thing going to the barrels. Now we need to work on actually getting the barrels to output to the other sieves. So I'm sure one of you's calling me silly right now. I pretty much forgot that to actually sieve down stuff, you need to crush it first. I was trying to sieve cobblestone. So yeah, I'm a bit silly. So one of you's probably already yelling at me for that. But let's grab some gravel, add the item node, and then, okay, just make sure gravel's the only thing that's going to go in there for right now. So then the gravel should go to the automatic sieve here. And then that should start sieving down once we give it a little bit of power. Boom. So this should start sieving down. We should start seeing a little bit of results from this, but I also want to branch off a little bit so we can end up with a little bit more stuff. I want to do dust and sand as well because each little thing that you can sift down, gravel, sand, and dust and dirt, all provide different items that you can get. For example, this one provides iron ore, but dust provides iron dust and sort of all that stuff. So I'm going to leave this running for a little bit while I work on adding two more of these little things for sand and gravel. So it's almost done. There's one problem where it won't actually take the items out of this one, which is making the sand out of gravel and bringing it into this one for the sand to get turned into now it's doing it. Wow. It wasn't doing it before I started recording, but as soon as I started recording, guess what? It's doing it. Okay, and I have no words. It's just now it wants to work. Let it work. So let me explain what's happening with this machine. First of all, we have to put the dirt in the sieve. The sieve makes a byproduct that is stone from X-Nilo. The X-Nilo stone is brought over to this Ender IO crafter through some extra utilities item pipes. The crafter then brings the cobblestone into one of two places, this automatic hammer or this barrel over here, which is again brought into an automatic hammer, which is turned into gravel. The gravel can also be brought into the automatic hammer sometimes that will bring it over here and turn the gravel into sand. The sand is brought over into the sieve, which will be sieved down into its byproducts. Then, once in a while, through the sand, a sand will go through and turn into dust. Now, it doesn't seem like the dust is 100% going through right now. If we just remove the item filters like that, there we go. Now it's working, and now we should be getting the byproducts of dust. But over here, this has been running for a little while, so we do have a little bit of stuff actually built up. And now we have a whole bunch of gravel and iron and all of this other delicious ores that's ready to go. Now we can just bring it over to the Tinker's Smeltery, throw it in, double our ores, and then be set. But first, I need a little bit of lava, which means I have to go back to the basics and do the Magma Crucible quest. Just kidding, I already have the Magma Crucible and the torch that's going to power it. Let's just throw in the cobblestone. I'm going to wait a little bit until we can start putting some lava in the Tinker's Smeltery. I'm going to get a little bit more supplies, and then I'll bring you back for the next project of the episode. Really? That does it too? Ugh. I can't even shift click drop anymore because it gives it to me. This is stupid. This is stupid. I need to fix this. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure my favorite thing about this sword is how I can just throw mobs up into the air. It makes creepers so much. I think that other creeper just blew that other creeper off into the distance. That was cool. But anyway, I was saying it's really, really fun to just throw mobs far up into the sky because it's so fun to see them just sort of fall up and then die. And yeah, exactly. Plus, it makes dealing with creepers so much easier. So this thing up in the sky, what I'm building right now is actually a mob farm. So as most of you should know, I actually had a mob farm before, but the update sort of took it away from me and sort of laughed in my face at the fact it took it away from me, pretty much laughed in my face. So I want to rebuild it just a little bit better, and I just gave myself some cursed earth so we can actually end up doing it just a little bit better, so we don't have as many problems as we did last time. Roll the footage.
The pig, make sure it's good. Boom. And okay. Ow. Oh.
Everything that's subsequently been falling out of this cursed earth farm has been something that has been very, very superpowered. Even that Enderman that you saw some particle effects, and if you did, you can just go back and look because it's obvious that he had some particle effects. Ow. So, yeah, this cursed earth farm already working. Is it working a bit too well? Probably. No! Please don't be John Cena. Okay, so now we just put on the fans, and we need to actually have them pointing the right direction, like this, and then we'll end up turning them on in a second. When they're actually on, they'll push the mobs towards the middle, and that should make it so they fall into the pit and we can kill them. But we also need, oh right, these are the half slabs, or these are the wooden ones, so pretty much it's going to be a little bit harder since the mobs don't actually die, so if they attack each other, we're sort of done and they blow up. Okay, so we got some bread, we got some coal, we got a little bit more wheat, got some ender lily seeds and raw mana essence. I have no clue what that does, but it should be not that bad since we can go up and one hit them. It doesn't destroy the items, so maybe we're gonna actually get a little bit lucky here and not have as many problems this time. But I need to do just a little bit more, just a little bit back here with a little bit of fans that'll push the mobs towards the little drop over there. And almost done. Now we just need to throw on the levers and it should all start working. We should see a noticeable bump in the productivity of this farm. Boom. Just reach and turn on, and let's go over and see how we're doing over here. Quite a bit of mobs, and we can take them out easily, so there's no issue, there's no problem, although the fans seem to be pushing me a little bit away from the actual area, so maybe if we just create this little area right here where we can stand in, where it won't move us away. Ouch, wow, yeah, it's really hard to fight these fans, but if we just stand right here, we should have a decent enough time. I'm going to actually end up putting a block there. I don't want a spider to get through. No! 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 What'd that just do? What'd that just do? No, hold on, what? Nothing? What? Hold on, that was a John Cena creeper. No other creeper just randomly yells John Cena, but he didn't blow anything up? Was it because he died? No, he had to have blown up. I heard him blow up. What's going on? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. We lived, our machine and our farm is still working. I'm not going to question it. We're just going to do the chance cubes and end off the episode. I picked up a couple loot bags for us to open just very quickly, and we only have 5 chance cubes and 1 big chance cube today. So it's going to be a pretty small opening, and I'm sorry about that. We didn't exactly do many quests to get more chance cubes, and I didn't have any lapis to make any more. So let's start off with the giant chance cube, which is a gift. Wow. I like that. I like this a lot more than the really pumpkin-y one. I really, really like the idea of a giant gift along with these little mini gifts. That's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, let's open it up and see what we get. We got Inception, and it never really seems like Inception works. I know that the inverter one throws it up into the sky, like up there. Oh, it did again. Okay. So it just does it in the corner of it. Okay. I thought that was the one that just said inverting a couple thousand blocks, not the Inception one. Never mind. Okay, next chance cube. Wait for it. Is it a nuke? Is it a nuke? No? Nothing? It's going to be nothing. Wait for nothing. Sure, why not? All right, next chance cube. Inventory bomb. Dead bushes everywhere. Ouch. Throw. Wait, hold on. We have dead bushes on our body. And this is actually really starting to lag me. Ouch. So let's throw all of this out, get our inventory back, and then go on our merry way. Fix my inventory, last couple chance cubes until we get into the reward bags, open it up. Screw you, last stand. Is that all it's going to say? I know what last stand is, and that keeps me from death. So if it says screw you, last stand, I have a feeling that it wants to kill me. Right? Right. Unless it just wants to say screw you, last stand, which it seems like it does. Alright, next chance cube. How many sides does sparkly, shiny, colorful, spinny chance cubes have? Oh, hold on. Uh, icosahedron is a 20-sided die? Yes! Aha! I figured it out. Wow. I think that's the first time I've actually gotten a question and answered it right. Awesome. All right, next one. Nothing. Didn't do anything. Scares me when it doesn't do anything because that means it's going to plan something diabolical. Nothing. Okay, let's just open up the chance, or let's just open up the reward bag spread. Vibrant alloy gold. I'll take it. Legendary loot bag. We get an artifacts gold and armor, which actually I have two other gold of the artifacts armor. And this one gives us sneaking while on air. So we got the artifact back from when we started the series, the one that was very, very helpful, actually. And now we have it back. All right. Cat, terrible. Rare loot bag. Blast protection, diamond helm of breathing. Hold on, that looks sick. Okay, well, it looks less cool on the actual character. That sort of sucks. Mega Rubber Sapling, don't want. Ender Lily, Nuke Virus, also don't want. And that's it for the loot bags. And again, what's with my FPS going really wonky today? Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Project Ozone 2. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Remember, stay fancy, and peace out. Bye-bye.